started Cole Connections here at Cole School in 2014.
Cole Connections is a group that meets several times throughout the school year.
With the same teacher. That teacher stays with that group their entire lifetime as a student here at Cole School, where we have students grouped in multi-grade level groups from K to 5.
We read picture books together, and they cover universal themes such as bullying and appreciating differences.
These meetings are happening 5 to 6 times a year, depending on the number of books that we have to read and the activities we have planned.
My Connections teacher is Miss Bretch.
In Cole Connections, I'm in the library with Miss McGarry.
Our 5th grade students assist kindergarten and 1st grade students to get to their Connections space. This is necessary because we have about 520 students moving through the building at the same time getting to their classroom spaces. Once they're there, we've asked teachers to make sure that they're having a morning meeting, a greeting of some sort so that students can greet each other by name. And then it's usually moving into the reading of the common story. Then it's going on to some type of activity where the students can interact with each other.
They all do the same thing, and that's what's nice is like typically, the first session, the kindergarten kids all sit together. But as the year goes on, the bigger kids help the little kids. They might, if we're doing a drawing or a painting, they'll start it and let the other kid color it in. So we play a game, we do a quick craft, but in that time, they can usually have something to take with them that reminds them about the theme that we talked about that day. So everybody's doing the same thing at the same time, talking about the same theme.
We used our school improvement plan to pick larger, broader topics like environmental awareness, STEM, social emotional learning, and last year we focused on inclusion. So we are looking for those larger, more broader topics, and then we're very carefully picking the books for those Connections groups. Then we're also including lesson ideas, games that can be played, and so all of that is put together for the teacher, so there's support in planning for these Connections meetings to take place. The planning and preparation for it gets done over the summer, where we are graduating the 5th grade students out of the Connections groups and inputting incoming kindergarten students into Connections groups. So each group has between 15 to 17 students per grouping, and probably 2 to 3 students per grade level in each grouping.
I love watching the growth of the kids and making those connections. So there are about 15 children in this building that I will know really well by the time they leave Cole School, because I meet them in kindergarten and I get to see them every year until they leave Cole.
I've had the experience of getting to know a lot more students in the building and getting to see the younger kids grow. Since I teach 5th grade, I'm used to 10 and 11-year-old students, but with the Cole Connections group, I have kindergarten through 5th graders. So some of these kids have been with me for several years now, and I've seen them grow from a kindergartner up to a 5th grader. It's nice to see that transformation as they get older.
I hope they're learning about differences, about their own strengths, and maybe their own weaknesses, but how they can grow. I think they're learning that they can have an opinion that might be different than other students in the group. I think they can learn about reading different genres. They're also learning about making predictions in books and finding the themes in books that they read. So there's a lot of reading skills happening, but it's in a fun way.
I like going to Cole Connections because you get to meet a different teacher, and you have to say what the message in the book is.
It's pretty fun because you get to meet other people from different grades and classes, and it's basically you're in a different class almost.
We're looking to create connections and build relationships and build a strong sense of community.
I think the kids gain some confidence to speak up in a group of unknown people. It builds more of a community, I think, within Cole, because we're all getting to know more kids within the community, not just our own classroom. They have different opinions, they come from different cultures, so depending on the book, some relate to the book differently than others. So it's just been great to see them all grow as people.
Cole Connections is something that we are proudly sharing with other schools, and people are interested in the idea of building stronger connections and relationships between and among students as well as teachers. So it's a really wonderful opportunity for that to happen, and we love doing it.